in the six, cooking with the wrist motion. What's up, my dudes? We got the Milestone MX track review made by X Brand Z Man, something like that here. So thought it'd be cool to come in here and check out a Reflex custom track. I know there's not a whole lot of that going on YouTube still. Kind of a bit of a lost cause at this point, I think. Just with the fact that I hear that people that try to even make a new Reflex Central account actually have trouble even getting a, you know, like their password sent to them and stuff like that. So they can't even actually make a Reflex account. So basically it like, whoa, dude, kicker and a half. It eliminates the ability for new people to come in and actually get a Reflex Central account and start downloading new tracks. So that's an issue in itself right there. Because then you got to find somebody else that'll go in there and download a track for you and all that. Basically, that's the only way you can get it, other than going in there on something like the Dark Slides, you know, the DS, whatever the hell website. I guess you could still do it on that, still download stuff on that. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that you actually have to have a Reflex account to be able to download stuff because it... basically, whenever the people that run Reflex Central are just like all of a sudden like, we're done supporting this, then pretty much no one can download tracks anymore, except the people that already have accounts, right? It damn near has gotten to the point where even if you do have an account, you can't download shit because of the, you know, they're trying to like, I mean, I just can't believe that the actual Reflex Central website itself hasn't completely shut down, honestly, like just where you can't even go on it, period. So that could definitely potentially happen in the near future, and it's unfortunate. It certainly is. I mean, I think this is one of those games that can live on forever and always. So I could see the potential for there always being a Reflex Central, like forever. And I mean, I think there should be a place where you can. Oh, that's a little jump. Place where you can go in there and download all the, you know, custom Unleashed tracks and stuff like that as well. Even though it's an even older game, I still feel like there should be a place for that. So. But either way, this track right here, basically, you can see, whoa, cool that there's like those Milestone sort of replica tracks on some of these games. It seems to be a pretty popular custom track replica idea for a lot of people. I see multiple different renditions of Milestone SX on MX Simulator. And then, you know, obviously the Milestone MX, right? So, oh, that is a freaking jump and a half, bro. Damn. That shit launches you to the moon and back. So this was the same track that Ryan Surratt, or whatever the hell his name is, did the 125 GoPro video. They got like over 1 million views. This is that same track, I'm guessing. I'm thinking in my mind. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit... I get a little confused because there's so many freaking tracks in California. I get, like, I just can't remember which one is which. But I'm pretty sure that's just the standard Milestone MX track. I'm trying to like remember the exact layout and everything of it in my head. It's actually a pretty simple track in real life, right? It's not like all that crazy difficult. It's more of a just kind of mellow. I mean, there are some jumps on it and stuff like that, but a little bit more mellow, tame style of a motocross track. Oh, God. Yeah, I had a little hop, skip, jump step right there. So you can jump, step up to that, then you got to just completely slam on your brakes there. Not really sure if that's faster, but I do like the way the on-track's built as far as like some of the unique little roughness, changing terrain, kind of weird bumps and humps everywhere. It can give you a little bit of a jankiness feel, but I think it's cool. Kind of got an interesting little different feeling to it than you see every day on tracks, so that's nice. Way better having this than having just like super perfectly glass flat crap like some people tend to have. Oh man, that's a flat landing when you jump that far. Okay. Dude, this jump right here. God dang, that thing launches you to the moon and back. I think that may be a little bit big for its own good, but it's fun to hit. I mean, a little bit big for its own good in the sense of being like replica, you know what I mean? Kind of launches you, I think, higher than it would in real life. Any jump on Milestone in real life. But either way, it does add a little bit of fun factor to it. Now, as far as just it's hard to make a Milestone track for a lot of these people because it's got a pretty simple, like, on dirt, off-track dirt, kind of similar, you know, somewhat of a lighter dirt, usually a little bit more on the dry side, usually, you know, that California more dry style dirt. And then, but the off track is not like some lush, you know, rainforest or some shit. Like, it's pretty standard, mellow, chill, just kind of like standard dirt off the track. I mean, it's not anything crazy. So you see a lot of these people trying to make Milestone replicas have trouble with kind of like creating that feeling without making too much of a basic on-track, off-track feeling, like as far as the looks, the coloration of the dirt, the graphical look of everything. It seems like a lot of people kind of struggle with that, trying to make it have that sort of feeling, but then not be too simplistic and basic. So, but it certainly does give you a little bit of that real-life Milestone feeling here. Definitely. I mean, you can feel it. Now I've got the track in my mind. I know before I was trying to like question which one was which, but now I've got the Milestone MX in my head here. I remember James Stewart wrote on it in a video back in like 15, 14, something like that. I remember that pretty vividly. Oh, dude. You can definitely go to Pluto and all the way back around on that one. Damn. That's a monster-ass jump, even though it's not really that dangerous of a jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then this one right here has got a... That one's okay. Even though it's more big, I think it's more like realistic size, if you will. Now this, whoo, you gotta be careful. This PC version of Reflex is just so different than the console, man. I'm telling you guys, if you have not played the console, like 360 version of Reflex, and you've only played the PC version, you're doing yourself a disservice because you don't really understand the best version of the game. As far as like physics, gameplay, controller, like actual, let me see, input lag, that kind of stuff. I feel like all that's the best on the 360 version, in my opinion. Just has a better feeling overall. But everybody wants the custom tracks on the PC, so that's why you see everybody, you know, going down the playing Reflex on the PC kind of road. Which that's understandable too, but either way, I don't know what the hell to say about this track. It's got some cool inside rutty lines. Interesting little roughness here and there. A couple 3-rut in some of these corners. The roughness just kind of has a smaller choppy type randomness feel to it. It's not like big roughness, you know, like some kind of red bud style breaking bump or some shit. This is interesting right here. He's almost got a bit of a washed out ruddy type area. It's kind of cool how you put that together. You know, you got your inside lines. Overall, it's not that bad of a on-track design. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Got some skill gappy elements to it, skill gappy corners and stuff. This shit right here, boy. Literally, like, I could do like 4 tricks over that without hitting the ground because how much airtime I get. You would think that jump would be hard. You know, you'd think it'd be like difficult to actually hit something like that, but it's really not. Hucking that all the way to there, how possible that is. And then you come up short on this if you don't hit that right. So you gotta be a little careful there. But yeah, nice kickered out jump right there to 360. Woo! Crazy landing, boy. Yeah, it can give you a little bit of a weird feeling when you first get on this track just because the roughness is so differently made. It can kind of give you a bit of a weird feeling there, but once you learn it a little bit, it's not too bad. Nice little tabletop. Got to try to carry all that speed around here. Not too hard to do. Just kind of carry your way through these ruts. Pretty cool. So this corner right here I think is the one where it's kind of tricky. You actually have to slow down a little bit because of the way you come into it full blast speed, and then those ruts get super tight around there. So, yeah, but as far as the off-track, it's not terrible. I mean, I think it's just pretty good overall. Decent, acceptable. You know, not like, oh my god, the best track I've ever rode on in my life, but does have some fun factor, does have a different kind of rut design, feels like a different track than I've ever rode on in the game, which is always a good thing. Kind of has like that own creator's personal flair to it. You can just feel that in it. Ric Flair drip go woo on the bitch. So, you know, you got that kind of shit going. Damn, you can huck that. Oh, it's so hard for me to judge on the PC version of Reflex, like if I'm going to pop off or not on the bike. That's a little bit of a weird thing I've noticed. It's just got, it almost feels like it's got a whole different leaning to it to some extent than the 360 version. It's so weird. So bizarre trying to explain that to somebody. They're like, how the hell is it different? It's the same game. Like, yeah, it is the same game, but I'm telling you, dude, it's a totally different animal on different actual consoles and PC. Wonder what I'm assuming Reflex was released on Oofta. You can almost triple that shit. Oh, damn. I'm assuming Reflex was released on, like, what, PS3? That'd be interesting playing it on that. I know some of the older PlayStations are kind of ash trying to record on because they had all that goofball-ass systems where it was, like, really hard to record. So I don't know if I'd be able to record it, but that'd be interesting seeing how Reflex was on PS3, if it even was on PS3. I'm not 100% sure it even was. But either way, a little bit harder to huck that up to the one part if you huck up out of there. The track does have some fun elements to it, but also has kind of just some boring drag your feet type sections to it. But it is a replica track, so he's got to base it off of something. And I feel like I said before, the Milestone MX track is a little more tame as it is anyways in real life. Just a little more simple design. It's not really made to be like this amazing big jump motocross track or anything crazy like that. It's more of just, let's go out here and test on a somewhat easy track. You know, Milestone testing. That's why they go to Milestone to test motocross, because it's not that crazy of a track. So you're not going to go out there and have to hit some wicked jump on a brand new setup of a bike or something and potentially wreck on it. So that's why a lot of people like to go there. I feel like there's that hook. So yeah, you can get her all the way up over there like that. And then carry your speed all the way around here. Ooh, hit this. Probably up the inside be better there. A couple of areas you can just jump it as far as you want to jump it, bro. And this. Yeah, and if you hit the outside, I'm pretty sure you can probably triple that and then jump all the way over all that. So, could certain aspects of this track have been built better? Probably. But what does better even mean? I mean, good God, we've all got a different definition of what a good track is on a motocross game. So, I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, it could be slightly better in some areas and stuff, but overall, it's not terrible. It's definitely better than some other Reflex custom tracks I've seen. It's got a fun enough element to keep you riding on it. You know, the roughness kind of gives you just enough of a sketchy feel where you kind of feel like there's a little bit of skill in that sense. And then some of the way the corners sweep around where you get a lot of speed going into them, you got that kind of skill element to it as well, so it makes it kind of fun there. But your back ass end gets a little skatey on some of this cool roughness, so it's kind of fun like that. Little kickered out area. Tore my ass up a couple times. So either way, I'm going to give this thing like a, I don't know, like a damn, maybe like a 7 overall or something. And difficulty would be, I'd say probably medium on this puppy. It's not like super, super easy because there is the roughness. Then you can over jump some of these jumps and flat land them, so you got to have a little bit of patience. Some of the bigger jumps, obviously, are going to get some insanity air time, so yeah, it's medium difficulty. So either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.